Hey everyone, welcome back to another World of Tanks tournament. Today we have a Tier 5 1v1, and this time it requires that we are in a tank destroyer. So this time I'm going to use the Tier 5 personal mission reward tank, which is the Stug 4. Now, as you've been able to hear my voice, I do have a bit of a cold. It's kind of at the point for me where it's, hey, you can't talk properly and your nose runs all the time and you can't stop coughing every time you speak more than 10 words. So hopefully I don't have to mute my mic during this, but I will do that if necessary, for sure. I won't make you guys listen to me die slowly. Now, this reward tank isn't really one that I played much. I haven't played it or the T28 HTC very much at all, only a couple times each. But for this tournament, this is the only Tier 5 tank destroyer I had, so let's go out and play it. Now, I really do know absolutely nothing about this thing, and I know nothing about the opponents I'm facing either, which is kind of an interesting thing. So this time around in this tournament, unlike you see in the Tier 8s most of the time, I'm not going to turn around and win this thing without much of a challenge. I'm not going to easily finish in first place. It really doesn't help when I don't know much about the tank that I'm in or the tanks that I'm fighting, and you're going to see me learn a few things the hard way here. So let's get into this here. So there is a good variety of different tanks that I'll be facing. It's a different kind of tank every game. There's going to be 4 battles in this tournament because all the rest of the battles are supposed to be like 9, but the rest of the people didn't show up for, which is pretty cool, I guess. So I think there's only actually 5 or 6 people that showed up for this one, but anyway, moving on. You're about to see one of the big issues that I have in this tournament with this tank. And exactly what is it? Well, I do have a good crew. Here's my crew skills right here, and you can see I have some equipment on there as well. Well, I just got spotted, and as you can see, I did not spot the enemy. This is going to be a very, very common theme that is going to be really annoying and give me a big disadvantage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Sixth Sense as kind of a spotting tool, in a sense. I'm going to peek around the corner, see if I get spotted, and if I do not get spotted, then I know that guy isn't over there anymore in a position where he could shoot me from, potentially. So this wall here, I always seem to spot these guys through, even if it's not within the 50 meters. It's very interesting. And is this guy going to give me an easy win? Is he going to let me put a shot into his side? We both have the same tank, and I have some equipment. So if I get the first shot at him, as long as I don't do something stupid like miss or bounce, then I shouldn't have any problem winning at all. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? He might be trying to bait me into a shot. He might be trying to get one himself. Put one into him. It's going to take me 3 shots to kill him. 4 shots to kill him. He put 1 into me. I've already put 2 into him. He killed my crew member. I struggled to use the first aid kit there. Didn't even need to use it, really. But we've secured our first victory without much difficulty. But that's as easy as it's going to get in this tournament. So let's see what the next guy has in store for us. Alright, so this time around, this guy's bringing a Stug 3G. Again, I know pretty much nothing about these tanks. I don't usually play a whole lot around Tier 5. Pretty much everything that I do play that tier is like the M4 with the derp or the KV-1S with the derp. So I mean, usually it's, oh, I'll shoot him once, take 1 hit in return, and oh well, the rest doesn't matter. So, let's see what happens. So this is another way it's a very abrupt way to learn what your tank's weaknesses and strengths are. And remember what I said about getting outspotted? Well, we just got spotted there. And he had enough time to take a shot at us. So that makes me think that he is sitting up on the hill waiting to see if I get spotted. Maybe he knows his view range or his camo is going to be better than mine. So he's doing that. And now you can see I'm using my tank, my Sixth Sense, to see if I got spotted. And I did. So ooh, let's back up here. Alright, now I feel like I'm a little bit pinned down. I'm not sure what to do. I'm assuming that he's towards the left side of me there, up on that hill still. But I'm worried that he's going to come flying down here out of nowhere, knowing that I know he's there. And knowing that he's not spotted himself, and try to do something sneaky to me. So I'm peeking around here. I'm seeing that he's not over there. I'm not getting spotted now. He's not on the right side. So he was definitely on the left side, or else he was somewhere in the middle and is left now. Let's do one more peek. Am I spotted? No, I'm not spotted this time. Do I trust Sixth Sense? Mostly. One last peek just to make sure. Still not spotted. Thought about doing another peek the other way, but I decided, you know what, let's get out of here. I don't want to sit here longer than I have to. I don't want him to know where I am. I don't want him to know what my plan is. And I thought about going through the center. Then I decided, hey, let's go around this far side, down the 6th line there, and see if we can get all the way around him and be very sneaky about it. I need to get that first shot in, and we'll see exactly what happens. But oh crap, he's behind me. He missed me though. That's okay. And now hopefully I can outfire him, but he is doing more damage than me per shot, and he's using premium, so the chances of him bouncing are pretty minimal. One more shot's going to kill me. I tried angling my armor the last second to absorb it, or to bounce it there, but it just did not happen. And unfortunately, he managed to beat me by a whopping 17 health points, which is very unfortunate, but, well, what you going to do? A couple average rolls would have killed him. Oh well. So after that battle, I'm a little bit upset that I didn't roll a little bit higher than average so that I could kill him in those 3 shots. But whatever, that happened. I can still come back and win this or tie, or at least get a nice second place or something. So let's see what we can do with this guy. This guy's in the AT2. I know the AT2 is a fairly slow tank and it has really good armor. So likely I'm not going to penetrate him from the front unless I can hit that little hatch on top. So I need to devise some kind of plan. But luckily, the AT2 has slightly lower view range, right? Maybe? Let's find out if 6th Sense agrees. Can I do things and be sneaky? Looks like we might have got away with getting over here without getting spotted. That's great. Hesitated here, kind of surprised that I didn't get spotted for once. Like, wow, that trend is not going to continue, because that was really stupid. Alright, so he's not coming around here. I know he's slower, that it's going to take him a moment to get there. I don't want to start advancing down that 6th line that I like to do, and then have him surprise me halfway down there, because I do not want to get into a firing fight head-to-head with this guy. He will tear me apart. I will not reliably hurt him, but he will very likely reliably hurt me. I can't afford to have that happen. So the one thing about the AT2 is that it is really slow, so I need to try to think of some way to take advantage of that. I need to find out where he is. Hopefully he's not looking down this way right now. Looks like he's not there. Let's sneak around. Maybe he's still in his base. Maybe he's moved around the opposite side. Maybe he's kind of in the process of moving through the middle. Maybe he's at my base right now. Who knows? Let's peek around this corner here and see if we see anything. Nothing so far. Peek a little bit farther, and there he is. Oh crap, he is looking this direction. I took a shot because I was aimed at him anyway, and might as well. But as I expected, had no effect whatsoever, and he was fired at me. Now I'm going to wait until I am unspotted now, and I know that I am unspotted when he is unspotted. And then I'm going to move back around and take the very, very long route around. And the reason I'm doing this is because the longer I'm unspotted, the more he has to wonder which direction I'm going to approach from now. With a lot of good players, they will predict that you're going to come around a different flank and point to that different flank. So what you have to do is outsmart them and go back the same direction you just came after a moment. And usually they'll be pointed the opposite direction, thinking you were trying to be sneaky when you are actually out-sneaking the sneaky. Does that make any... No, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, moving on. Don't hit that thing, just in case. There is a mod out there, an illegal mod, mind you, that does show the location on the minimap of things like poles or fences or what have you that have been destroyed on the minimap. The reason for that is because your client still sees them get destroyed even with the tank that destroyed them is unspotted. So I do try to avoid knocking those things down just in case, and even if they don't have an illegal mod, they might still be zoomed out and watching for things like that, especially if you run over something like an ammo crate that very violently and loudly explodes. I've used that before in battles to give myself an advantage to know where the enemy is going to be. And I've used falling trees before to see where they're going to be as well. Now let's see if this guy's still looking the other direction. Hopefully he is. Yes, he is. Good. I'm going to blow his track off. I want to make him immobilize. And I'm going to wait with this next shot until he repairs it. He's going to use his repair kit. He did. Good. And can I blow his track off completely? No. I missed that one a little bit. I took a hit there. But what I made him do in the process is burn up his repair kit. And with any luck, he only has one repair kit. He could have a standard repair kit and a premium repair kit. And here he comes. Is he coming around for me? I'm going to assume that he is. If I could track him again, then I can keep him tracked and hopefully damage him at the same time. So now if I track him, if I can track him and get beside him, then it is all over. Is he coming around here? He should be here by now. Nope, he has moved into that corner. This guy, he is, I think, doing the right thing, and he is playing very defensively. He knows that he's in the AT2, that he's a slower tank, that if another enemy tank gets around beside him or behind him, then it's just game over. It's very unlikely that he could win at that point. So I'm going to move back more than 50 meters away so that we get unspotted here. And then once I am unspotted, I'm going to do some stuff. So I decided that I couldn't go down that middle road behind me, that one, without getting respotted by him. So I'm going to take the other way around, and hopefully he's not expecting this. It doesn't really matter, though, to be honest. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive in there as quickly as I can, track him immediately, and then get beside him before the track gets repaired. And if I can do that, then I can keep him tracked from beside him, and he'll be able to do nothing about anything. He'll just be dead. So I need to make sure this tracks him. That was kind of a lucky shot on the move through some rubble. He shoots me twice. He has a very quick reload. And I'm going to see if I can blow a shot through his track. Not sure if that actually hit him. Let's make sure he's not going anywhere. And that did damage. So I'm just going to keep firing those shells through there until I pick him apart. And I almost feel bad doing this, but hey, that's just how World of Tanks worked. And just like that, there we go. We get a victory. Alright, so this is actually our last battle in the tournament that people showed up for. And this time we're facing a T-67. A T-67 has a whopping 15 millimeters of armor, so you're going to see me use high explosive rounds here. Only part of him that won't hurt him, and I do 175 damage with high explosive, by the way. The only thing I need to avoid hitting is his gun mantlet, and his track. His gun mantlet only has 25 millimeters of penetration, but because that's spaced armor, high explosive will just simply detonate on it. It will not penetrate it, and I will not get my 175 damage. I'll get some ridiculous number like 20. And again, oh, that's so frustrating. The T-67 spots me without me spotting him in return, and he managed to do 122 damage to us. That's extremely frustrating. But luckily, with him having 360 health, if I get 2 good rolls, 2 high damage rolls, I can kill him in 2 shots. So, let's see what happens here. Let's see if I can pull this off. Alright, so Izzy over here. I know he's a very quick tank. It's a very good tank to have. These things seem to be pretty deadly, the T-67s. So I'm wondering right now if he's going to try to do some sneaky stuff. If I were him, I might speed down the middle right now, knowing where I am, drive around me, and just tear me apart. But it looks like he might not be going to do that. But I'm living in fear thinking about it. And in battles, you can't always just wonder, hey, if this guy's good, what is he going to do? You have to think, if this guy's really bad, what could he do that I wouldn't expect? And you'd be surprised the number of times that might actually happen in a game. Whether it be players going, oh, he won't expect this to happen, or whatever. Alright, this one is not very well aimed, but we managed to hit him, 175 damage. Good, good. If I can hit him like that with a higher roll this time, then I'm good. No, it hit the rubble there. That shouldn't have happened, and that time I hit his gun mantlet. I did a whopping 36 damage with the second shot. So now, he is a one-shot kill, and I am a one-shot kill. I am going to fix my gunner here up in a moment. Slap a band-aid on that shell gaping hole in you from a shell. That'll do it. And now is the moment that I fear. This guy being faster than me the whole time, I'm thinking, if he comes around the opposite side of me, I am in big trouble. Am I spotted? Yes, okay, he's over there still. Well, crap. What do I do? What do I do with this? How can I still pull off a win? I just need to hit him once and penetrate. If I hit his track or his gun mantlet again, then I am in big trouble. Alright, so I decided that in his situation, with it working out for him so far, I might just stay sitting up there. I'm not spotting him because I don't have any viewports sticking around the corner there to spot him. But if I stick the viewports around the corner far enough to spot him, then he's going to have more time to shoot me, and I almost definitely am dead. So what I'm going to do this time is try to sneak up all the way along the side. Hopefully he's not there coming for me. I'm always in fear. I'm always thinking of the worst case scenarios here. He's not there. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get a shot at him. Hopefully surprise him before he gets a shot at me. And there he is. Aim up at him. And crap, the wall's in the way. No! And there goes that victory. So I only managed to win half of my battles in this tournament. 2 of the 4. Unfortunately, the rest that the guys didn't show up for were technical victories, so I did win those by default, but so did everybody else that showed up. So that really gives me no advantage there whatsoever. So this does bump me down to 3rd place, unfortunately, and this is really quite a bummer. I'm used to doing really good in these tournaments, in these 1v1s, as you may have seen. Very, very consistently finishing 1st, every once in a while a 2nd, but, well, what you gonna do? It is what it is. So like I said, I did still finish 3rd, which picked me up a 250 gold prize. That's not as good as the 500 gold 1st place or the 400 gold 2nd place, but hey, it's 250 gold. I guess I'll take it. I find these 1v1 tournaments a really cool thing to do because you don't have any teammates relying on you. It doesn't matter if you happen to not show up. You're not letting anyone down. And because half the people in them don't show up a lot of the time, you can just go around and do chores in the house or whatever for 6 or 7 minutes between games anyway. So, I mean, there's no downside to it. I mean, free gold. Hooray! But once again, everyone, thanks for watching. Like I always recommend, go over, sign up for some tournaments on your region. I see that it's either the RU or the EU servers. They don't offer gold in a lot of their 1v1 tournaments. That is just ridiculous. Someone pointed that out to me in one of the last tournaments. I mean, I wouldn't be signing up for this tournament if it didn't win me at least a little bit of gold. But anyways, like I said, sign up for these tournaments, get yourself some free gold. If it's a 1v1 and whatever, if you don't show up, you're not letting anyone down. You're just helping out the people you're fighting against, I guess. But also, make sure you do the personal missions in the game. I don't do it for the tanks, really. So far, the Stug 4 and the T28 HGC, in my opinion, aren't really that great at tanks. But I do it mostly for the female crew and the credit rewards, and sometimes they give you, up when you get up to the second and third and fourth sets of missions, they give you a couple premium days or things like that, which are really cool. But yeah, remember when in episode 56 of the World of Tanks live series I told you that I felt like I was getting a cold? Well, here it is. Hopefully next time you hear me I won't have it anymore, but no promises there whatsoever. See you later, guys.